Hey, I'm Akello Stone and this is my tattoo show host reel. I'm here in downtown Los Angeles in the Arts District. It's one of my favorite places. And so one of the reasons that I wanted to shoot here is because when I think of tattoos, I think of body art, and it's art. It's art, it represents culture, it represents a place and a time. My particular body art motif that I've collected over the years has been Polynesian, and specifically from the Marquesas Island region, which is close to Fiji. I'm a part-time sociology professor. I've been doing that since 2001. I've done some program directing, educational administration. I've done some freelance video production for the last 6 years, and that's what I continue to do. So I do a lot of different things to make a living here in Los Angeles. But I've always been drawn to digital media. One of my very first casting auditions was for another tattoo show host, and that was back in 2008. After auditioning for that, I knew that hosting was something that I definitely wanted to do. I make a living by being a college professor. So I'm always lecturing, I'm always in front of the class, and I said, you know what, hosting is very much like being in front of a classroom, except I'm in front of a camera. Now I've actually lost count of the number of tattoos that I've got because a lot of the tattoos are smaller pieces of a larger piece. But I do remember the very first tattoo I got was in Atlanta, Georgia, and that was in 1995, I believe. And I got a little ankh right here on my leg, which I have since had a dragon. So I do have these kind of non-traditional tattoos in color on my legs. And then when I got here, I was a Aries, because I'm an Aries the Ram, I got a little Lauryn Hill on my back, which I'm not going to strip down for that, but I will tell you this. That was one of my first tattoos as well. That was back in '97. I got it in San Francisco. And then when I came to Los Angeles, I was able to meet a Polynesian tattoo artist who has done the work here, here, and here to incorporate the work that I had already had done by a local artist. And then I have Know Thyself on the back. Even though I don't get to see that, that was like a moment in time that I wanted to capture in terms of a moment of self-actualization. So that is the tour of my tattoos, and whether or not I'm getting some more, I'm not sure. It hurts, but I probably will have a little bit more work done in the arms, who knows. So since that time, I've been on a number of scissor reels, pilots, from dating shows to healthy eating shows. I've been the instructor for some video-based tutorials, and I've done a lot of live MC events, which I actually love. So this all culminates into where I find myself right now, is continually looking for projects that are of interest to me and that I can go out there and do something different, you know, be a host and be me. Although my travel has been limited, the only place I've went internationally is a trip to Mexico. I would love to travel around the world and explore cultures, what they eat, how they live, music they listen to, and of course, the tattoos that they have. That would be a dream of mine. I do have a passport and it's ready to go. This is Akello Stone. You are in Los Angeles, California. The sun is out. We're about to flip the top on the Jeep, throw some shades on, and take a little culinary food adventure. So come on. That's how I stay so fit and trim, by eating salads every day. Best time to eat dessert is before you eat lunch. This is so good, I'm about to have a foodgasm. It's all right if can I use that word on air?
Oh my God.
Today on internet,
Is that real?
you won't believe the amazing photo I'm about to show you. Take a look. Yes, that's correct. That is a fish with human teeth. I don't know how you pescatarians and dentists feel about that, but when I saw that, I was completely and utterly amazed. In today's uber-connected society, consumers are making real-life choices about where to go to spend their time and their hard-earned money based upon ratings from complete strangers. So I'm here in Hollywood, California at the Manifest Your Destiny Foundation with the CEO and founder, Hill Harper. We're here in downtown Los Angeles in the Arts District, which is located just east of the financial district. Today we're going to check out a huge, and I'm talking a huge, residential work-live complex that is being built. We're going to walk over there and we're going to take a visit and see if we can get a look at the model units. A few interaction tips during the interview is make sure that you give a very firm handshake. That communicates a lot about you. Make sure you make eye contact. Someone that you may know quite well is tattooed. For some people, food is like a drug. They may even call themselves addicted to a certain food. So while you may have the commitment and the desire to change, it's actually implementing these changes on a regular basis. People really don't have a good understanding of what yoga is. I know I certainly didn't. And is yoga more than we think it is?
You know, I think part of what we have about what we think about yoga, part of it I think is true and some of it is not. I think a lot of people come to yoga who are not familiar with the yoga practice thinking it's a lot of people chanting and sitting around and Om Shanti and saying a bunch of unfamiliar words, and part of that can happen. So the more you do the practice, the stronger you become, the more flexible you become, the more you start to reap all the benefits of the yoga practice.
And it's interesting because on the weekends there is a no laptop policy. So you can't come up in here, plug in, and disconnect, but you have to be ready to socially engage. Who knew a coffee shop could actually do that for you?